Okay, today is Sunday, April 11th. Just to bring up to what's been going on, Mary Lou had her glucose tolerance test about 2 months ago, and she reacted to it very badly. So it's obvious that low blood sugar is a problem, and although the results of the test came back normal, which is really interesting. But anyway, she became very sick from it. She became, after the test, she came home. She was very, very cold, and she was very tired, and slept for 4 hours following the test. Then we saw a new doctor, one who was familiar with hypoglycemia, and that was interesting in that he came up with a couple of new things to do. One of which to wear a glucose monitor for 3 days. Glucose monitor is a tiny little device that doesn't bother you at all when you wear it, and it apparently checks blood sugar every 5 minutes, 24 hours a day. When she had this on, she was being very careful to eat often and to eat protein and to try and maintain a blood sugar level that was within normal range, and apparently she did so because the results of the monitor for 3 days were very good. We don't have the exact results, but we were told that she definitely was not hypoglycemic during that period. Okay, she went, I better correct that, she did her glucose tolerance test just a little over a month ago. She's now gone, she went 31 days eating very carefully and also taking 100 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 for 31 days. And then on the 32nd day she became, she went into an episode. She had a very bad day, slept 3 times during the day, average of 2 hours each time, and did not feel well. That was on Thursday. Friday, she felt pretty good, and on Saturday she also felt pretty good. Around noon on Saturday, we were out shopping, and she started to feel a little tired, and so we went home, and she ate, and she pulled right out of it. And then she felt good for the rest of the day. On Saturday, today is Sunday, and she's having another bad day. She had a little difficulty sleeping last night, and she mentioned, interestingly enough, that during the night, on 2 occasions, her vision whited out just for a second, and it did it twice, and she went back to sleep. She's never had that happen before, and interestingly enough, again, her reaction to bright light doesn't seem to be the same, and she's having lightheadedness or dizziness with blackouts, not whiteouts, blackouts, and with no shaking. Where for the past few years, she would react to bright, flashing lights with whiteout and tremors or shaking in her right side. God knows what's going on. If you've watched some of the videos, you'll realize that we looked into that, and she had CAT scans and an MRI, and nothing was determined. Well, anyway, back to where we are. I really was in hopes that we were able to totally control what apparently is low blood sugar by the way that she ate and what she ate, but that apparently is not the case. We will see her doctor in 2 days, and one of the options that he mentioned was using a CAT scan to look for tumors in the pancreas. Apparently there are small tumors in the pancreas, very slow growing tumors in the pancreas, that can affect the output of insulin. And so it is beginning to look like that is what's happening. And hopefully, if that's it, the tumors will be operable, and maybe finally she can have a normal life. But well, anyway, again, one of my favorite phrases. But anyway, the last couple of days, the symptoms that she's manifested, she's had pretty bad headaches. She's had a little bit of nausea. She's been extremely weak, and she, of course, has slept. On the 2 bad days, she's slept probably 6, 9, 10, 14, 15 hours a day on days that she has episodes. On Friday, that was the day after the first episode. On Friday, she exercised. She exercised for approximately an hour and a half, strenuously, at the Y, with no problems. And in fact, she felt better following the exercise than she did before she went into exercise. This seems to be the case quite often, where exercise will actually improve the situation. Look, I've got 20 videos up here where we're just basically trying to find someone that is going through basically the same thing, or some doctor that happens to be looking, some endocrinologist or internal medicine doctor that looks and says, I think I know what's going on. But look, our phone number is area code 309-343-8501. I'll repeat that, 309-343-8501. If anybody watches these videos and has any idea, well, yeah, has a pretty good idea of what's going on, then please help us. We've doctored all over the place, including males, and we just go on day after day after day. Look, I'll tell you a couple of things I'm sure of. I'm totally convinced that it's low blood sugar. I'm also totally convinced that coenzyme Q10, CoQ10, is doing something. And I'm also convinced that her exercise is part of her being able to control her blood sugar. Again, assuming that blood sugar is the main culprit. I believe it's called reactive hypoglycemia. Apparently it's not too common, but what she's dealing with is terrible, it's real, and it's ruining our lives. We ain't got too many years left. I would like for her to enjoy the time that we have left, and of course I'll enjoy it. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.